I'm Dr. Jake Caldwell. I'm a physical therapist, and I want to talk today about squatting, or the ability to do a squat, this full knee bend all the way down. It's an extremely important range of motion for the body, and we all need to be able to do this, but most people have lost it. Most people have lost the ability to bend down all the way. There's a lot of reasons that it could happen. Usually it's because we just don't use it enough, and slowly over time we lose that range. But this range of motion is so important for the health of the ankles, especially the knees, health of the hips, and the health of the low back. If you can't bend down like this, you're going to have to bend down somewhere else. And usually it's your low back that takes the brunt of it and hurts the low back. But maintaining this range, or gaining this range, is really important. If you can squat down all the way, then please use it every day. Make sure you use this as just a daily routine. You're always going to make sure you bend down here, maybe do 10 squats every day, just to keep that range of motion. Keep your knees bending. Make sure you maintain that. If you can't, which is most people, then there's a great exercise you can use. I call them hanging squats. You need something very sturdy that you can trust. Does not have to be straps like this. You can use the kitchen sink. There's lots of things, a banister, anything that's not going to come ripping out of the wall. Because what you need to do is trust it that you can take your body weight. Because you want your feet pretty close to whatever you're hanging on to. And see how I'm leaning back. My arms are actually taking a lot of the weight right now. And then I'm going to squat down and come back up. Only go down as far as you comfortably can with absolutely no pain. If you keep slamming in the pain every time, this is never going to help. It's only going to hurt your knees. But if you can go pain-free through any amount of range of motion, it will slowly start to improve as you do this. Now, ideally, you're getting down all the way. And see how I'm leaning back and my arms are actually doing part of the work for me to come up and come down. So that's what it could look like. It's probably going to look like this. Make it pain-free. Now, you need to do those on a very routine basis, probably once a day if you want to make any progress at it. If you do it through a pain-free range of motion, it's pretty darn safe. It's fairly hard to hurt yourself. But if you do too many repetitions, you can still hurt yourself, and you won't even know it's hurting at the time. So I would say do 10 or less of these. And the first time you do it, 3 reps is a good idea. Work up to 10. You won't feel anything. You'll feel like you're doing nothing. But what happens when the knees bend through a range of motion they're not used to, you're rubbing cartilage on cartilage that's not used to being worked. It's not used to taking the weight of your body, and it won't respond very well. It will get inflamed. And if you do 100 of these in a row, you're guaranteed to have very sore knees the next day, and that's not the point of this. That's going to lead to you having less range of motion in the long run. We want to get more and more and more slowly over time. If you're one of those people who can kind of only do this right now, or maybe get down here, but that's about it, it's going to take you a year of doing this on a daily basis, but you'll get down there to getting your range of motion back. Now, there are people who their knees are just shot. There are people whose hamstrings are in so much trouble, or quads, or calves, that this isn't going to work. But many people this will work for. And even if you have some of those problems, even if your cartilage is irritated, pumping it on a daily basis, as long as you're being gentle, can really help smooth it back out, take care of a lot of that inflammation, and actually help it heal over time. Stretching out these tissues through doing this will also work to help open up the area. So thinking of it in terms of an entire year to make progress on this can really help you stay gentle and actually make real progress and get the ability back to bend your knees so that you can actually use your legs and keep your whole body healthy, but for sure the ankles, knees, hips, and low back in a much healthier place. If you like this video, please share it with other people. And I'm Dr. Jake Caldwell, physical therapist.